When I was a racer and I was a co-owner in a team, I had some ideas of what went behind, especially like from manufacturing, but this opened up a whole new light.
I've probably learned more in the last 18, 19 months than I did the previous 20 years that I was doing this, and that's no joke.
What we're doing now, we're making big decisions on every little millimeter of the bikes.
It's once in a lifetime opportunity. It's very rare you get to start with something at ground zero and understand and learn the whole process of what it takes and the development and the commitment from the engineers, the OEM, the staff, to actually build a bike to put on the track that can be competitive and win.
One thing that's kept me up at night that has been resolved would be the direction that we've gone with the frame.
Hard to believe what a well-kept secret this brand new Triumph dirt bike has been. I got some great people to take you on a behind-the-scenes look of what it took to develop this off-road Triumph motorcycle. Over the next couple weeks, we'll be showing you some engine stuff, some chassis stuff, and you never know, I might even ride it for you. So let's take a look. You know what, fellas? I think it's time we reveal some of these secrets. Yeah. What do you say? Let's do this. Been a while. Ivan, I go back to the beginning stages of this again and having all the bikes while we're doing our baseline testing and trying to decide which way that we were going to go. There were a lot of factors. Rider comfort, you know, was it going to be stable enough? And do we go steel? Do we go aluminum? Tell us why we went aluminum.
The aluminum spine frame, I think, gave us the best opportunity to have stability, traction, and just have an all-around good bike, and having that light, nimble feel. And I feel like they've hit it out of the park on all those aspects.
Triumph could have had a bike out a long time ago. A, you only get one time to make a first impression, and B, it just don't want to be another bike on the track. We want Triumph to be the bike. You know, it's not a copy of anybody else's frame. It has its own identity, and with the test results and stuff that we've had, I mean, chassis is everything.
Got to consider overall weight of the bike and weight of the chassis, and also rigidity, character of the chassis, and at the same time, kind of a bump impact and feel of the chassis. So I think they made the right choice with the material, and the layout's unique.
Do you guys feel like the window of adjustability in tuning the chassis is fairly wide?
Well, like Scuba says, I'm a front-end traction guy.
Yeah.
If I don't have that, I'm not comfortable. But to have that and it be good in the whoops, that's that balance that you got to find. And this spine frame chassis definitely does that.
The window's much larger.
Yeah, it is.
This project was kind of a throwback to Works Racing for me because they were starting with a clean sheet of paper. So to be able to watch this whole thing evolve, it's always the joy for me.
When they want to make a change, they do listen as a manufacturer. The direction that they have gone with it, it's always been a step forward. You know, I don't feel like we're ever going backwards. We're always moving in the right direction. There's a lot of aspects that go along with it, with the design and the homework that they've done to get it to this point.
It kind of gives you the best of both worlds. It gives you that just enough flexibility that you don't feel that fatigue when you ride motocross, but you have that stiffness and that control that you need on the supercross track.
I think it's got a aesthetically pleasing look to it, but it's got really nice welds. They're all completely hand welded, and most mass production dirt bikes are cross-section of some hand welding and a lot of robotic welding, and you can kind of tell the difference. It's aesthetically a pleasing bike. When you engineer a product like this, and it is for the masses, you have to consider that there's people that ride in the center, and there's some people that ride even toward the front, and some people that hang off the back. And you've got to kind of view, is this going to be a tunable tool for racing to make all those guys comfortable to do the speeds and have the confidence that what you need to win races? Kind of got to, as you're developing this thing, you're sort of going through that steep curve along the way. So
at the end of the day, it is a dirt bike. But Triumph's mentality, its history, its heritage, it's a great position to be in, and one that I'm honored to be in.
From a race standpoint, it's special. And, you know, a lot of you guys and a lot of people, we've taken a lot of heat because it's taken some time, but our benchmark was really high. And we knew that we couldn't unveil something subpar.
I'll be glad when we do unveil all of this and we're able to share the story and everything, because everything is developed, designed, and built from the ground up.
I know it's taken a lot longer, and all these rumors thought that this wasn't true, but this is real.
They're going to love the fact that we're dropping clips on this stuff, but they're not going to be happy we're not showing the whole bike. So you better get to the next episode pretty quick.
Well, that's great. Everyone's seen the chassis. Next up, everyone's going to get to see the engine.